Hey, what's up everyone? Today I thought I'd take some time to answer what has easily been the most common question for me on this channel, which is why don't you make VGC content? It's an interesting competitive metagame. It's definitely more popular than standard showdown ladder singles, and the animations are cool and high quality and very visually appealing to look at, which is decidedly unlike Pokemon Showdown. There's no shortage of good reasons why I should try it, right? And my answer to that has always been really simple. I'd love to. I've honestly got next to no experience in all doubles formats, but I do hold the format in very high regard. My problem with that has always been that if I'm going to make VGC content, I want to do it right. And I want to make sure that I have a capture card that can record my gameplay directly from my Switch and get high quality footage that I'm editing with. For those that don't know, in order to record footage from video game consoles of any quality with your computer, you're pretty much forced to use a capture card, which runs the video footage through your computer. Unfortunately, these things are pretty pricey and cost about $200. So really, my goal ever since my YouTube channel got monetized and I started streaming is to save all the money I make from both and put it towards a capture card. I've always liked the concept of putting all the money you make off content right back into that same content, and this always seemed like a perfect fit to me. While Showdown does have a VGC ladder, again, I feel like VGC is at its best when it's played on cartridge with the in-game ladder, the high quality animations, etc. I know I can make some really fantastic content once I save up the money to actually afford a capture card. It's just a question of when. Well, I'm happy to announce that when is actually today. Yep, just came in the mail today, and man, I am so pumped by this. So again, about $200 for me. Nearly half of that came from my YouTube savings since I got monetized back in the summer, and the other half has come from my Twitch stream just this last month. I started streaming because it seemed like a great way to interact with people and tried some cool metagames on the ladder, but I gotta say, I've been completely blown away by the support I've received so far. One person who has chosen to remain anonymous has donated me like a dozen 12-month subscriptions, which is just unbelievably kind, and honestly nearly paid for this thing themselves handily. So yeah, I'm still a very small channel, all things considered, and I don't want to get too sappy or anything like that, but I did honestly want to put out a thank you so much to everyone for the support and all the kind words I've received so far. The fact that I can make a relatively big purchase like this just off of this content I've been making and putting out there is genuinely humbling, and it's honestly put me in such a good mood all week. I've just been jazzed ever since I got this thing. So back to the question at the top of the video, VGC, how's it gonna work? When am I gonna make the content? Well, unfortunately, I gotta pump the brakes on that hype train just a little bit here because I still don't have any experience in the tier right now. It would be pretty cocky for me to boot this thing up and instantly start making tutorials on something I'm still learning myself. So my number one priority going forward is going to be making my first couple of teams and actually learning the format. Now, this is where the Twitch stream comes back into it. My thought is that I'll start streaming myself going through this learning process firsthand. So if you're curious and want to learn yourself, there's going to be no better place to learn. So far, I've been having a ton of fun with streaming the Showdown ladder on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I don't really want to throw a wrench in that and what we've got going so far. So my plan right now is to add Tuesday and Thursday nights into my streaming schedule. Same time for now, 8 to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I may mix that up a bit in the future depending on how I'm feeling. Maybe I'll make it longer, maybe I'll shift it to earlier in the day. I'm not sure. I've had some people complain about how late the streams are for them if they're in weird time zones, but for now, I'm going to just make it Tuesday, Thursday, same 8 to 12 timing as normal. I was thinking I'd actually make myself a fresh save file on Sword and Shield, run a Nuzlocke to make playing the story a little bit more interesting, and then I can finally go about actually breeding a team and making my first competitive teams going forward. And in case you're curious, today is still a Monday, and I'll probably still be running some rarely used or monotype tonight, but I do intend to boot this thing up for the first thing tomorrow night on Tuesday. So yeah, I mean, don't really have much more to say than that. Just some very hype news. I mean, at least for me. Once again, thanks everyone for helping me to get to this point. I'm hoping I can make some really great content from this going forward. And like I said, I really like the idea of putting all the money I earn from this back into the channel. So all ad and Twitch money is still going to be saved going forward. I'm thinking next I'll shoot for a green screen because I think I could really work with my format with the explained videos. I can kind of like, I don't know, get funky and kind of edit myself flying around as I throw up Pokemon, stuff like that. I could definitely get creative if I had that going, but I could also save it for like a better camera, fancy microphone. I could hire an editor to make stream highlights for YouTube. I'm genuinely not sure yet. Again, I like the green screen idea because I think it would work really well with like, yeah, I don't know. I like that idea a lot, but the retractable ones that, you know, don't take up the whole room are so pricey. Like, what's the deal with that? I don't know. My original plan was actually to get some better lighting, but my sister went and surprised me this Christmas with a great little light box right here behind me right now. If you've noticed that the layout is different, that's why I've had to accommodate this awesome new light box I got. So that's checked off the list too. It's going great. Anyways, I hope this video doesn't come across as too self-congratulatory or anything. That's not my intention. I just wanted to show some genuine appreciation and an update on VGC content. Again, don't know exactly when I'll be able to start that officially, but it's in the works. Just know that it's happening. If you want to see where I am in the process of making VGC content, you can tune in on those Tuesdays and Thursday night streams. Regardless though, thanks you so much for watching and subscribing and liking the videos. As I always say, it does help more than you think. But take it easy. I'll see you next time.